What's good? So yeah, my name is Gabriel. I'm a photographer and videographer here in Montreal, based in Montreal. I was born and raised in Brazil, back home, and since I got in Canada, since I arrived in Canada, I fell in love with photography again. I guess since when I was maybe 10 or 9, I was taking pictures with my iPad of my Lego collection. I was taking pictures of it, and I loved it. My mom, she's a professional photographer, more than 20 years of experience, and I think it finally hit me. This love and for photography and capturing real live moments. It's been a few years now that I've been doing this. Mostly photography and getting more into videography now, but I do love both, I guess the same, to be honest. Yeah, I just want to show what I'm currently doing and experiencing with my camera during this time living in Canada. All the experience that I'm having here, all the things that I'm learning, people that have been teaching me a lot. So yeah, I had a very successful fashion shoot not too long ago. It was one of my first shoots that I actually had to shoot like a bunch of products at once. It was for a atelier located in here in Montreal, based in Montreal in the old port. And the owner was looking for somebody to shoot a lookbook editorial for his brand, for his pieces that he designed. We had jackets for men, jackets for women, and dresses and all kinds of stuff. And it's something new for me. I'm used to shooting t-shirts, hoodies, or whatever there is. So shooting dresses, jackets, in men and women, it was definitely a crazy experience. And I just wanted to document it. It was a really short period. We had about a week or and a half of preparation, maybe not even. So yeah, I do have another job. So I have to balance all these. So yeah, it was a very quick preparation, and it was I could call it a simple setup because it was a 2 light setup. Constant light. It was not flash photography. It was constant light because we had somebody also taking videos for the social media. It was actually my friend Natasha that was doing that. The shoot took place at his store in Old Port. It's quite a spacious place, so we were able to put the backdrop and everything. He had his stands already, so it was so just easy to do the shoot there instead of renting a studio and all that, paying for a studio. It was very convenient, to be honest. Actually, one of the lights was his, so I didn't even have to bring 2 lights. I just brought one of mine, with the softbox. This one that I'm using right now is a newer 230 something. It's actually a very powerful light. I'm shooting it right now in 400 ISO, and I don't even know what. I think it's like 70% or something. Just so you know, I'm shooting with a Canon R with a 1740 f4 from Canon as well. It was quite of a simple setup. I would say with 2 people, that will be enough to build it very quickly. In 30 minutes you shoot, 30 minutes, I'll say 35 minutes, we could have the setup done. If we were 2, I was 1 at the time, so I went there a few days before to start setting it up until Sunday, the day that we did the shoot, because it was super in a rush. I wanted to have documented it, everything, every step, everything that actually happened, but I couldn't because I was so in a rush. I had church in the morning. I was serving there, and then I had to go drive quickly to the studio and then do the shoot, tear down everything that was there, and run to church again because we had another event there, and I was taking pictures there as well. So it was kind of a rush, but everything worked so well, so perfectly. The time was just perfect, and it worked so well that I was super impressed. I was like, wow, this actually went so well. I need to talk about it because it was pretty much the first time doing this, and even more in a rush like that. That's crazy. I have shot in studios before, but this one was kind of like my own thing, solo. I was really in shock. I would say this word when I put my camera, when I did the setup, I placed the model, and I did the first shot, and it was just how I wanted. The background was bright white the way I wanted it. The model was super well lit. So yeah, I believe the challenge that I had was first just to do it all alone, the setup itself, to do it alone. That's why I had to go to the store a few days early to do the setup. So it was kind of challenging because I had to carry the backdrop thing, and it's massive. It's right there actually. The white backdrop, pretty big. I had to do the setup. I had to do it all by myself, so it was kind of tough. So for next time, I would have somebody else with me for sure. And so on Sunday, I arrived there. The setup was done. The backdrop was done. I had done it the day before. So I just had to set up my lights because his light I had already set up as well to lit the background. Since my light's a bit stronger than his, he was using an SL 150 Godox. It was actually a pretty good light. He had a square softbox. You're gonna see in the picture here. So I just had to set up my C stand. I brought my C stand and I put it there. It was all good. My gear, well, this is my old camera. It's actually the camera that my mom used to shoot when she was like working like hectic on this photography thing. When she was shooting, she was doing like 2 shoots a day. And back home she has a studio back home, so she was shooting like crazy. But this is the one that she uses, the Canon 5D Mark II. I believe that's why I'm a Canon guy, because she's been shooting Canon for I don't know how many years, and I just like the way it looks. For me, it's just it looks just the way I want it. So it looks so natural. The colors are so great. I know Sony's awesome too. I have friends. The guy that shoots with me at church, he also uses Sony. He uses Sony actually, so I do like it too. But I don't know. There's something about Canon. And this is the lenses I actually use for the shoot. It's the 70-200 2.8. I think this is the second version. Yeah, USM 2. And it has the image stabilizer. Since I was not using flash, I thought I would need a stabilizer on the lenses. I believe I could have shot with the Sigma 2470 2.8 as well, but I would just shoot it on a full length, so would have just shot it on a 70. I was very far from the models actually, because I really wanted to compress the background. So the background was very white, and I didn't know if I would be able to, with maybe a 30, 35 or 50 millimeters, if I would be able to keep the whole background white. And the background is big, but I mean it's not too large, let's say. So I just wanted to make sure that I could compress the image and get the whole screen white, so I didn't have to do any post editing or anything. So yeah, I shot with the 70-200 from far with the Canon R, the one I'm recording right now. So from really far, I was shooting super far, and it was looking just amazing. You're gonna see some of the results in front. Since he was the one designing the pieces, you know, he was very careful. He knew exactly how the pieces should look. So he was pretty much styling the models. He was like fixing the jacket here, fixing the here, doing this, doing that, and checking. Look, Gabriel, I need you to show these details on the jacket, because some of the jackets had like a tiny detail on the sides that were very specific from his thing. So with this, I just zoomed in and I shot it. It was that easy. And I was not expecting to be that many outfits, but at the end of the day, we shot I think like 35 outfits or more. So I think it was like 8 jackets for the guy, and the whole rest was just for the girl. And these worked just fine. Even some headshots that I got from her, they looked amazing, super stable. I love this lens, man. This was actually from my mom. Now she's getting older, so this is quite heavy, so she can already carry this around. So it was just at her house. She was not using it. She was like, "Gabriel, you're starting this thing. Use this thing. Use it. Just use it. I'm not gonna use it, so you might as well just use it." So she gifted me this one. This is how I actually started shooting. It's the first lens I had ever. So that's the one I was shooting with. And yeah, I still love it. I'm gonna love it until I don't know when. Like this is good, and it's gonna be good for the next 10 years too. So that was the gear I used. So it's Canon R. I did use the feathering cable with my computer, so I could actually know it's sharp and it's the way I want it, and also so the people around could see what was going on. I connected the camera through USB-C to the MacBook, so I could see exactly what was happening. It was actually very good. I did many shoots. I was helping with the many shoots, photo shoots actually, and video shoots as well. With Orphe, he was the one that also always taught me about photography. He's a great photographer, videographer. He's just so professional, so good, and he's the one that gives me all the tips and all the gear and everything that I need to buy. Anything, he's the guy. He's the man. Shout out to Orfe Quito. And and I was helping him in many shoots to understand what does he use, how does he use stuff, and he's always stuttering. And I think I was like, okay, let me try stuttering. It was actually the best thing I did. I could see exactly, because you know, in this little screen of the camera, you won't see it. This is not enough. Okay, so, and I didn't want to mess up because I was in a rush. I needed to know how it was looking. So let's go back to the setup. So it was a white backdrop, long white backdrop. You're gonna see in the image. So I placed the 150, the Godox 150 to the background because I wanted it to be super white. I really wanted it to be looking like a website. You guys would know there's a store here in Montreal called Essence. Their website's super clean, white background. It's almost like the model is floating in the air, and that's what I wanted. That's what I was looking for. We had a square softbox on his light pointing to the background. It's still spreading some light in the on the model, which was fine. It was actually kind of a good look. And then I had this light here, the newer 230, I guess, and pointed to the model with the 120 softbox, the big one, and no grid, just the white softbox thing. It was very soft. One thing that is super important actually, it was the f-stop that I was using. So usually I'm always shooting 2.8. My camera does 2.8, I'm gonna shoot 2.8. It does 1.4, I'm gonna shoot 1.4. I love the depth of field and everything, but on this case, I needed the whole feed to be in focus. And I didn't really mind the background because it was just white, so it wouldn't change much. So I did shoot in f8. For some of the shot, I shot f4 for some of the detail shots, but most of it I shot f8. So I did need some stronger lights. So the 150 for the background worked fine. The 230 for the model worked fine as well. So I was shooting, my ISO was pretty high though. I believe my ISO was around 1000, maybe 800, and it worked great. Everything was sharp. There was no grain. It was actually very good. The products were very luxurious, very fancy. So that's why I want everything so white and bright, very clean, very soft. I didn't want no harsh shadows on nothing. So you could see still the shadows on the bottom. They're on the ground, but they're pretty soft for me. It didn't bother me at all. The model was actually her first time doing a shoot like this, and she's a natural. She did it so great. Her name is Anouk. She's from Belgium. She did a great job. She was very nice. I mean, we didn't need any crazy poses or anything. It was really just a natural pose, just standing straight, boom, just like website. So for her, it was really great. She had a great posture. She did great. It was super easy to shoot with her. She was super nice too. The guy as well. He was extremely nice, calm, chill guy. It was just so easy to deal with. With him was so quick. We did 8 jackets like this. With her, took a few hours, so it was quite long. But we ate, we rested a little bit. But a game changer was the tethering cable. It was awesome to shoot with tethering. I think any other shoot that I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna shoot just the camera itself. I'm definitely gonna have it tethering for sure. No questions. And me, I'm the type of guy that likes to shoot. I like that part of the shooting, okay? The pre-production, the pre-preparation, whatever you may call the planning, and the post. I'm not the best at it, in the sense of, it's because I like too much shooting that I do leave those behind a little bit. But for this shoot, I had to have a quick preparation. I have a week or 2 weeks to prepare everything. For the post, I knew I didn't need it. I didn't need to do any type of crazy edits. I just had to remove some imperfections on her skin, some marks that she had, and that's it. It was super simple. I didn't have to edit much of a color because Canon already gives us such a great color, and I just, during the shoot, I did a proper balance, so I was really checking what I was seeing. That's why the tethering cable was so important on the thing, because I could see exactly the colors. If the jacket actually looked like it was. If it was orange, that's the orange I'm seeing on the screen, and that was so good. That was so good. And it's Canon. You get it straight. You shoot, and it's gonna look like what it is if you fix the white balance properly. I'm glad I did, because the colors were so nice. For the post production, really, just for the ones I wanted to post, that I did some editing, like some black and white, contrast. I changed a few things, but nothing crazy. But for him, he wanted everything very natural. So I just cleared up her skin a little bit, and that was it, because it was lots of outfits. So let's say 40 outfits, and at least 3 to 4 pictures each. Because what we did, I did front, kind of like a diagonal pose, and I did sideways, back, and details. So let's say it's almost five pictures for just for each product, each outfit, let's say. Besides the ones that we were doing like more and more for editorial, we did some mostly for the social media that my friend Natasha needed some content for them. So we did like a chair of her like talking to the camera, sitting on the chair, kind of like in a bossy way. So that's the goal that she was looking for. That was the vision that she was looking for those pictures. So we did it. It was actually fun. It was the most fun part, I guess. Just great experience. I hope for the next ones I'll be able to shoot and actually record it and film it. You guys are probably seeing the results here. They're actually quite nice. I truly enjoy doing it, and I enjoy editing, which is something that I usually don't really, but it was just so simple of an edit. And I feel like I'm definitely better now for next project. You know, I'm more prepared, let's say. Even though, you know, this friend of mine, Orfe, he gave me so many tips about for the shoot that helped me tremendously. It was so good. So that's kind of the breakdown of the shoot that I did. I'll take it as a successful shoot, but definitely for the next ones, it's just gonna get better and better. I might have to do another shoot with them for beachwear for a summer season, whatever it may be. So yeah, we're preparing for that, and it's fun. It's fun. I just love doing this. Yeah, you guys will see the next videos, and that's it. Stay tuned, bro. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can learn something from it. I'm always open for tips, tricks, whatever you think that I could have done better. Just leave it down here, and I will definitely check it out. I'll see you in the next video, and that's it. Not too bad.